Right. When we talk about L1 job, the very important thing that we should know as a beginner, as an L1 engineer, is to crimp, is to get the wire ready to attach between the device. We have three different type of wire arrangements. Based on the arrangements that you do, the name varies. You see, there is a name called crossover. There is a name called straight through. And another one is rollover. Sorry, I have to put rollover. I repeatedly put cross over. Let me change. So rollover, what is the difference? Difference is this wires. You have 8 wires. And if you see the 8 wires, they are not arranged in the same manner. See this edge and this edge. They are not same. Here it is white orange and green orange. Sorry, white green. Whereas here, white orange, that is same, but here this one is brown. And here it is white orange. The other end also white orange. So these three are totally different. Based on the way that you arrange this wire, we give name. When you arrange the wire like this, we call it as cross cable. I'm going to explain this, don't worry. When you arrange like this, it's straight cable. Straight is easy to understand, you see. It is straight. Same wire, back to back. Now what is this? This is that RJ45, the jack that you have with a clip that we insert into the routers and switches. It's the RJ45 jack, right? Now on both the side, if you have same color codings, you call it a straight through cable. Easy to understand straight through cable. But you have to memorize this color code. This is the order in which you have to arrange. You cannot put green on top. That's not the standard. It is not here orange. You should always have the fourth one as blue only. Always have eighth one as brown only. You cannot change the order. Why? Why it is so important? All right. You see, this is what we call it as RJ45 jack. RJ is nothing but registered jack. Registered jack. RJ45 stands for this 8 number of pins here. That is RJ45. That 45 represents the size and the number of pins. There is also RJ11, RJ6, RJ3. You have, but for networking we need only RJ45. Now, if you take a wire has got how many ends? 2 endpoints. 2 endpoints. One end is arranged like this. If the other end also arranged the same manner, you see, one edge is arranged like this, and the other edge also arranged in the same manner, then you call it a straight cable. You see, number 1 is white orange, here also number 1 white orange. Number 2 orange, orange. White green, white green. Blue, blue. White blue, green. White brown, brown. white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. This is what we call it a straight cable. One wire, two ends. You arrange the wire and insert like this inside, and with a crimper you will press it and this will lock. We have something called crimping tool, crimper. Have you seen it? Right. So this is how they do it. You see, the first step, you take this wire and remove the top plastic seal. You remove it here. After you remove, you take these wires separately. They are all twisted. 4 twist pair, totally 8 wires, 4 pairs, and they are twisted wires. This is twisted pair cable inside, twisted pair cable. I was trying to say why you should follow the order. Why should you follow this order? Why only first one should be white orange? Why not white blue? No, it's a standard. It should be order. Why? Because the twist matters. The twist is not same. For white orange, there may be more twist than blue. And brown may have more twist than green. The number of twist matters. Why is the wire twisted? See, have you seen tubelet wire? They twist. Why the wire is twisted? To avoid electromagnetic force that is acting. The gravity, magnet force. Twist is important. More you have twist, more better the data will be. It won't get lost. Twist matters. See, I told you there are 4 pair of wires. Not all of them have got same twist. Not all 4 have got same twist. For example, this green one may have twist like this. The blue may have twist like this. This has got more twist than this. That twist matters. That's why you should follow the color code. If you follow the color code, the twist will be as per the industry standard. Did you understand why the color is important? Did you understand why the color is important when you arrange the wire? Fine. So this is how we unloosen these wires, and then we straight it, and then we cut it so that the edges will be flat. And then what we do, we insert it, the flat wires we insert. And this is a golden teeth. With a crimper, when you press it, this golden teeth will go and sit on these wires. That is how the connectivity happens. This is the crimping tool. This is a crimping tool. Crimping tool is very important. When you click, there is a lock here that get locked. It will hold the wire tight. And this golden teeth will go and press the wires, these 8 wires, and give you the connectivity. Did you understand what is crimping means? This is what called as crimping. You understand crimping? Okay. Now, when you arrange the wire, as I said, if you arrange both the end of the wire in a same color, white, orange, 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 white, green, white, blue, 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 then we call it a straight cable. Where to use straight cable? Similar, no. Dissimilar, yes. Dissimilar device. Dissimilar device. Dissimilar device, we will connect a straight cable. What does that mean? Say, for example, you have one computer or a laptop and you have a switch. What wire you should connect? Straight cable. Why? They are not similar device. Are they similar? No. If you are connecting a router, again you have to connect what? Straight cable. Straight cable is nothing but the cable that is crimped in this design. You understand? Dissimilar device, straight cable. Dissimilar device, straight cable. Now, where to use cross cable? Similar device. For example, you have one computer and having another computer and you want to connect back to back. You should not use straight cable. It won't work. You should use crossover cable. Crossover cable, one end will be like this, same like this, same like this, but the other end is like this. Easy to remember, don't worry. You see, the first one will go to the third place. You see third place? The first one will go to the third place. And second one will go to the sixth place. Second one goes to the sixth place. And all other things will move. That's all. Whatever was in the third place will go to the first place. Whatever was in the second one, it will go to the, sorry, whatever was in the sixth place, it will go to the second place. Simple like that. Whatever was in the third place, it goes to the first place. Whatever was in the sixth place, it needs to go to the second place. Right? All other things will get adjusted. It is very easy when you crimp. So when you follow this color coding, then we call this cross cable. Cross cable, similar device. Now I want to ask you a question. I have a switch and I have another switch. What wire I should connect in between? Straight or cross? Yeah, because it is a similar device. It's a similar device, crossover cable. It should be crimped like this. See, what you can do is, if it is already crimped, take a wire and keep it like this next to next. Both the end, keep it like this next to next and compare the colors. If this one and this one matches, second one also matches, third one also matches. If all match, what does that mean? What does that mean? Straight or cable. If you find the first one in the third place, second one in the sixth place, what does that mean? Cross cable. Just keep it next to next and see. The clip side should be down, okay? When you keep, the clip side should be down. You understand? Where to use the rollover cable? See, rollover cable is like a console cable. If you want to have your own console cable, if you want to crimp your own console cable, this is how you have to crimp. See, usually the console cable will be one blue color flat cable, right? If you don't want to use the console cable, if you want to make your own console cable, you can just take normal RJ45 cable, Cat6 or Cat5, whatever. Arrange like this. The first one should go to the last one. Second one to the second last. Just ulta. This one opposite order. You understand? Top to bottom. Just bottom to down. You know, it's the opposite. Then it is rollover. This is for console only. This is not between two switches, two routers, or computer. This is not for this is just to manage the device. Console cable. Console port you can connect and you can use it. You understand? Okay. So this is about the cabling. Now we were talking about devices. Switch is a device which is using MAC address to decide the forwarding port. Router is a device that uses IP address to decide on the forwarding port. Now in the OSI layer, we have 7 layers: application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, data link, and the physical layer. Now we have 7 layers. IP address is in this layer. The protocol IP works in this layer. So router is using IP address. That is why we call router as a layer 3 device. MAC address works in data link layer. MAC address is in data link layer. Because the switches uses MAC address, we call switch as a layer 2 device. Router, we draw like this. We put one round to say router. Switches, we just put one box like this, rectangle box, switches. That's the symbol that you should use for switch and a router. So router is a layer 3 device. Switch is the layer 2 device. Don't forget. This is the reason why you call switch as a layer 2 device, because it uses MAC address. MAC address is in which layer? Data link layer. Right. More detail of OSI layer is explained in the videos that I'm going to give you. Okay. Go through in depth and come with the doubts. All right. And then I'm also talking about the other devices like bridges, hub, all those differences in our videos. It is general knowledge. You go through it. And if you have doubt, let me know. And the other topics that I have explained here in those previous class videos are the IP address. If we talk about the protocol IP, it uses 32-bit address if it is IP version 4. If the IP protocol version is 6, it uses 128 bits address. Now, I have not gone deep into IPv6, but we have gone really deep into IPv4. So, yeah, I have gone deep into IPv4 in the previous classes. IPv6 we have not started, so no need to worry about it. Now, if you talk about IPv4, you have class A, in which out of 32-bit, the address is separated into 4 octet, and the first octet is network, the other are host. And the class A address will always begin with 1 to 127. It can be any number between, say for example, 10.0.0.0. What is this? 10. 10 is in between 1 and 127, which means it is class A. What about this 200.10.0.1? This is not class A. Don't see this number. Only see the first number. If the first number is in between 1 to 127, then it is class A. This is actually class C. We'll see later. Class C, we'll see later. Now, class B, we have first 2 octets network, and the other 2 are host. Here only 8-bit is network. Here 8 plus 8, 16-bit is network. And class B address 128 to 191. In here, 127 is not used. That's a loopback address, so I write it here. I explain these things in very detail in the videos. Now, this is class B range. Class B. For example, 172.16.8.4. What is this address? You see the first octet? It is in between these two. So it is class B. Now, class C. So, class C, the first three octets are network. And then the last is host. What is host? Host is nothing but computer, printer, scanner, server. Anything that connects to the network is a host. So to host, to identify, we use this bit only, 8-bit. Whereas here we are using 16-bit. Here we are using 8 plus 8 plus 8, 24-bit for host identification. More detail is explained in the video. I want you to kindly go through it. Now, the range of class C is 192 to 223. No, 223. Right? So, this is class C. Now, there is also one more class, but that is not a valid IP, class D. It is not address for host. Then what it is? It is called multicast address. We don't give any address starting with 224 to 239. We don't give any address beginning with 224 to 239 to any computer or server. This range of address is not an address for the host. It is considered as a multicast address. We'll talk about this later in detail. I have not even explained these things in the previous class video, so no need to worry. Later. Now, you need to focus on this first three. These are the usable address, A, B, and C. And also, I finished subnetting. Subnetting is like taking one network and breaking into multiple networks. That's why it is called subnetting. This is an important topic. You need to spend long time in this subnetting. You need to follow that video. You need to do those homeworks that I say in the video and send it to me so that I can correct it. After you understand, you do the homework which is said in that video and send it to me, like in a WhatsApp or in through mail. Better you send through mail so that I can correct it and tell you whether you have understood or not. All right. So this is what I have covered so far.